AFX Technol, how are you? Russell and I will be drawing together in a few minutes as soon as, there he is. So I'm going to invite Russell to join us, and we'll be drawing. Well, Russell can explain what we're drawing. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to draw it. I had an idea in my little head and I may change it. Or maybe I won't. But we'll find out when Russell gets here. Trying to get my little pens together here. Pens I want to use. Russolino. Where are you? Oh, I didn't I put the link in here? Paste. It's right there. You see it? Do you see it? Effects Technol? Do you see the link? Does anyone see the link? Or is it just me that sees the link? Hello, Melissa. How are you? Russell, do you not see the link? I is here now. Okay. Oh, there's Russell. Good. Okay, Russell and I are going to be drawing together. Hello.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Would you like to explain to the people what we're drawing?
No, but I'll do it anyway. Honestly, I just wanted an excuse to draw turtles, but there is this phrase, turtles all the way down, which refers to the old Hindu idea that, well, the world is built on four pillars, okay? And what are the pillars resting on? Well, they're resting on the backs of four elephants. Well, what are the elephants standing on? And then they say, oh, well, I guess there's a giant turtle beneath the elephants. Fuck you. And then they say, okay, but what's the turtle has to be resting on something too, right? And they say, it's a bigger turtle. Just stop asking questions. And then they say, no, but that bigger turtle, what's that resting on? They say, it's just another bigger turtle. Just stop. Yeah. And it keeps on going like that. So it's turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down. So that's what we're going to draw in a half hour or so until my battery runs dry. So let me get it. I need a really big piece of paper, I guess, don't I?
I mean, I was going to start out just doing some turtles to warm up, and then I was going to move on to try and do something slightly substantial. So we'll see.
Well, start with your turtles, and I'm going to find a piece of paper so I can draw them as well.
Okay.
And let me see here. Excuse me.
I'm always having that moment where I'm losing the thing I want to draw with. Let's see. I suppose it doesn't matter whether I draw with one specific thing or not. All right. Maybe I should see if I can't pull this down a bit closer here. Then we'll see. This up slightly so. I think that should work.
Okay, I've got some paper and I'm just going to start. So we have to start with the Earth, right?
Yeah, something like that. Just, I mean, let's say, I think in this version, the Earth is sort of like a dish, like a saucer.
Oh, not a globe?
You might think of it, yeah, not a globe as far as I know. So,
well, I'm going to make
like a flying saucer, but upside down. Or like a regular saucer, but right side up, you might say. So.
a regular saucer right side up. I just drew a globe, so fuck it. I'm gonna my Earth is gonna be
yours is a globe. That's fine. We're yours is just gonna be more modern than mine.
I see.
And so then beneath that, holding that up are going to be the pillars right here, I suppose.
Okay, well I have to draw each one separately because I'll glue them together later. That's my cunning plan. And of course you're using a pencil that is almost invisible. You doing your hard pencil routine today?
No, this is colored pencil. It's just I'm doing very light work.
I see. There's Italy. There's Spain. And how do you see Parker? Parker's not here. I don't have Australia and the Kangarooville.
See, you chose the right point of perspective. I went with this sort of side view so that you can see the Earth as a saucer.
Am I going to have to change it to make it more?
No.
Okay, so there are pillars. There are pillars on here. Now,
yes, sir.
Are we dealing with ironic pillars or
Doric? See, I'm not certain. I expect they would probably be rather basic because we're dealing with, Hindu mythology. So it'd be something that you'd find in India, for example.
I'm breaking the rule.
You can use your imagination.
Can I use my imagination, Daddy?
No, son. That's for
grown-ups.
That's for the grown-ups. You're not responsible enough to handle your imagination right now.
Okay, Daddy. Okay, so here are my ionic volutes. Here's, on this version of the globe, I'll show Australia. So here's Parker, right there. Here's the kangaroos. There's Antarctica. Okay. Where's my... What's even more uncomfortable, affectional, is Russell calling me son. That's even more uncomfortable.
No, I don't see how that's uncomfortable. I'm just being your father figure.
Oh, I see. Okay, Daddy. You're like when I'm...
Rules are totally reversed.
Okay, so here I've got... This is
so, and this is a weird, I guess I can understand why it's uncomfortable because it's a weird situation. Have you ever heard of a situation in which the sugar daddy was younger than I suppose, the sugar baby.
The sugar baby.
I don't know.
Well, the sugar part of this entire situation implies that someone is getting money out of this deal. No money has changed hands.
What? Yeah, I thought it was for sugar.
You thought it was for sugar?
Yeah. It only makes sense.
It only makes sense that it was sugar. Okay, so here are my columns, and they're on one horse, on one elephant, or four.
There are 4 elephants because there are 4 columns, right?
But there's only one turtle. There's only one turtle, though.
Well, the turtle's just really big. Stop asking questions and be a good Hindu.
Okay.
Or a Buddhist, anyway. I don't remember which kind of mythology because, I'm racist scum.
You're racist scum. Okay. Well,
I'm the white man complicit in colonization.
Here's one elephant, and here's another elephant. What do elephants look like?
You'd have to ask those blind men the Buddhist myth.
We've already done that one.
Yeah, but I think like you should do the elephants like they were snakes, like that one guy. Just decide, no, the other guys were all wrong. Elephants are snakes now.
And that was because of the trunk?
That was because of the trunk, presumably. I mean, I like to add in my version of the story, well, elephants are actually more like a short worm and it just spat on me.
I see. Well, what was I going to tell you? I don't even remember. Something about elephants.
Well, I mean, clearly you're not one.
I'm not an elephant, no. And
I'm told they don't forget.
They don't forget it. Oh, that's right. They've got peanuts. Okay, so here are the columns. They're resting on elephants. So there's their big toenails.
I love elephant toenails, I have to say. I wish I had elephant toenails. It's only 11 in the morning and I'm already frustrating here.
You're already it's only 11 and I'm frustrated. Yes. These don't look like elephants to me, but they're supposed to be elephants. You'll know by their toes.
Yeah. That's how I normally recognize elephants.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today.
Well, that's okay. In our lake home in Minneapolis, we have a garbage can made of an elephant foot. Or it's probably an umbrella stand, actually, but it's made of an elephant foot with big toenails.
Do you have to trim them every now and then?
No, they're just there. Okay, so these are 2 of the 4 elephants because they're obscuring the ones behind. So smart. So Friedrich, I got that pen, and I know who was offering the wall desk pen. The owner texted me on whatever you call it, Messenger, and he said, did you offer that? And he thankfully understood my offer, which he could not accept, but he gave me a pretty good counter offer, which included free shipping. But and he really likes the pen as well, so he doesn't care if I don't get it, I don't think. But I said I'd really like to think about it, and he's allowing me to think about it. I did, however, get the lot of shitty pens, including except for the Waterman emblem. So that's coming at me. Okay, so you've got the columns.
I've got the columns. I've got some elephants going right here. Might be able to move it.
Are the elephants wearing sunglasses? Is that what I see?
Where is that at? Nope. This one I just haven't drawn his little eyes in yet.
What are the ones? What's the thing that looks like an?
That'd be the beginning of the turtle's head. See, his head's up here. I suppose he'll be looking at the stars, like just up all this way that you can't see.
Okay, but the turtle.
And
so
then the turtle's shell will be around here.
Okay.
And the neck is coming up, and then there will be his fins out here. See, this is what happens when you compose these drawings without thinking about.
No,
they make no sense.
Yeah. Well, you have a turtle standing on the earth?
No, I mean the turtle, I'm not sure what he's standing on yet.
Okay.
I don't have room on the paper.
Because he's
but I'm gonna be
okay. Well, I'm starting my first turtle.
Okay.
So here are the how many 16 feet? How many toenails do?
How many toenails do turtles have?
No, toenails do elephants have. I have to draw 4 times 5. Is that what they would be?
I guess so. I think I've always drawn them with 3, but that's just because I'm going by like old animation rules.
I see. Well, these are meant to be elephant feet, elephant legs. There's supposed to be 16 of them in the fullness of time, but 16 times 4 or 5 or 3 or whatever. And then we have a turtle. What do turtles look like? I should have done my homework.
And
what do
they look sort of like Mitch McConnell, but more handsome.
They look sort of like a. Why am I drawing my turtle to have elephant feet? They have little claws, don't they?
I love those turtle feet, though.
My turtle feet that I made?
Yeah.
Well, I have to make little claws, though. There's someone that I follow on Instagram who draws really, really beautiful bodies and really, really, really sausage-like toes and really, really stupid fingers. And I just don't understand why he uses that system, because none of it makes sense. He just seems, you would think that feet and
You would
hands.
think that if you're capable of drawing such wonderful torsos and other parts.
He doesn't even draw torsos and other parts. Let me just see if I can find what he. I don't think I probably can find him, but he's really, really good. Except I don't understand why he draws the way he draws. He's anyway, I'll try to find it. The figure drawings are really, really animated and beautiful motion and everything. And then he has this convention that he uses for drawing feet, which look like the toes are made of really fat bratwursts. And then the fingers are just little spikes that stick out like a porcupine. 5 little sea urchin. Okay, is that one turtle?
That would be one turtle, as far as I can count.
And how many do I have to make? All the way down.
All of them. All of them. That's the answer.
Well, it doesn't say that all turtles have to be in this stack.
That's true. I mean, it would be impossible to see all of the turtles because you'd have to go all the way down.
Well, I know, but that's what they say, all the way down. But
yeah,
let's imagine we had this stack of turtles all the way down, and then we also had 2 that were living on the Earth that didn't want to be in the stack. So there would be an infinity plus 2, which would be infinity still. So I think
I don't understand how this system of yours is working here, because you're implying that there's another Earth that the other turtles would be standing on, it seems like.
Well, I have no idea what I'm saying. Someone has to explain it to me.
See, I'm pretty sure how it's supposed to work is that it's just turtles all the way down.
I know that.
But you're not grasping the concept, Pierre. You're implying if there's a whole nother Earth, then you're putting another complication in the system, because then there's got to be a whole nother 4 pillars to hold up that Earth. No, a whole nother 4 elephants to hold up the pillars, and then there's going to be turtles all the way down. And that just gets too complex.
Listen, I'm only
Sorry, I'm in a mood today.
You're in a mood. You're going to say, God damn it, Pierre. You're going
God damn it, Pierre. Quit trying to mess up this amazing system we have with the turtles. Next thing you know, you'll be thinking that capitalism doesn't work.
Am I going to be thinking that? I've been listening to, and I don't know why I'm doing this, I don't know, but I've been listening to these people that believe in Noah's flood and Genesis. Genesis as literal history. Now, I just want to, every time I'm listening to them, I want to throw the iPad out the window. But I don't do that because I have to watch porn later on. So I don't throw it out the window, but it's just watching them talk the way they talk and then ignoring. Somehow this one guy was trying to explain that the various species of dogs and wolves and whatever came from one kind, because they didn't have to bring every species of dog on the ark. So they brought just one pair of wolf-like creatures that evidently evolved into all of the other types of wolf-like creatures. So
well, that's immediately bullshit, because Yahweh specifically said every animal. He didn't say, well, I guess you can just bring the one dog.
No, they said
two of each animal, or what?
Two of each kind. The word is kind. So you have these creationists coming up with all sorts. They're jumping through all these convoluted hoops to say that a kind was a bigger, included
a bigger category.
all things that are cat-like, for example, lions and tigers and your Persian cat, and they're all the same catness.
So explaining the bureaucratics of God.
And the accounting, God's accounting. But so they allow evolution. This turtle is wagging its little tail.
No.
I had to do a logo once for someone for their business, and for some reason she wanted a rhinoceros to be the logo, and they not just any rhinoceros, but Durr's rhinoceros.
Why? What business was she running?
She is running. She is running a business about what do you call it? Interior design.
And so you choose a rhinoceros.
So Durr's rhinoceros for that purpose. And
okay.
I said, this is going to be, how small is this rhinoceros going to be when it's at its smallest? And she said it'll be an inch tall, or something. I said, okay, well then I have to draw it. If you want it to look like an engraving, I have to make sure that it can reproduce with line work at that level. Anyway, I eventually made this thing, and I ended up, as I was drawing it, sort of simplifying the patterns that Durr was using, because he had no idea what these things looked like. He was drawing from a description.
He was drawing, yeah.
And so he, this armor plating, and, he made it look almost like it was a machine, like a tank with rivets, and or a knight in armor, I guess is what it all sort of looks like. Anyway, so I created one that looked like it had fishnet stockings on it, which I thought was kind of neat. Do turtles have eyelashes? Mine do.
That's a good question. I don't think they do.
I wouldn't.
I think they just have eyelids, but I won't stop you from putting eyelashes on your turtles.
You won't, huh?
No, I mean I can't over there right at the moment to beat you up.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
I could actually beat you up.
These yes. It would be
98-pound weakling.
I would be, yeah, I'm just was laughing thinking of the cartoon character of, the 98-pound weakling and the big brute.
Yeah, for advertising. Who was it?
Charles Atlas.
Charles Atlas. I was about to say Charles Lindbergh.
No.
Different guy, different Nazi.
Different Nazi. So anyway, so these creationists are they believe in evolution when it's convenient, and that this one pair of wolf-like, dog-like creatures can turn into any number of other things. So but I love how they come up with this idea of the reason that you find fossilized fish and sea creatures lower than the turtles and humans in the fossil record are because the humans, the things under the water were fossilized first in this great flood. Well, they didn't have to be fossilized at all. They could have just been swimming around happy as clams, right?
Do clams swim?
Well, anyway, they could be
swimming. Asking inconvenient questions.
They could be more than happy just being in the water. They just had more room. They had more room to swim around.
I'm not certain I just grasped the nonsense you just told me.
Well, and then they say the reason that human fossils are at a higher level in the fossil record is because they were able to run to higher mountains until they were drowned.
Oh, okay.
And so that explains it. And then the other guy says, well, that just shows God's greatness and his wisdom as he's
flooding the earth to destroy a species that he decided that he made a mistake on.
Yes, as he completely destroys the earth because
I guess that batch turned out bad.
That batch turned out bad. And is this going to be an albino? Do they have albino?
Oh, they most certainly do.
Okay.
Just like they have albino alligators.
Well, this one's albino. I don't have pink eyes. Pink ink. Pink ink too. What pen am I using? I'm using I don't know.
It looks like a water brush.
Well, I'm using a water brush now, but I was using a all the pens that are on my desk right now are Schaefer's. How did that happen? So there's a lot of turtles I have to draw still, don't I?
Yeah, you're going to have to draw all of them if you want the picture to be complete.
All the way down they have to be.
All the way down, yeah.
Not just part.
I don't know. I mean,
not just part of the
I don't know where the bottom is. You just sort of have to trust that it will all bottom out in the end.
All the way down. Is that what you're telling
all
me?
The way.
All the
yes, way. All the way down.
Not part of
this is going to take a little while.
Yes. Now, why isn't Sally here drawing this? Because she was all excited about drawing the buffalo. And where's Kesh? Kesh has to be here to say, don't talk about the buffalo again.
I guess that our eternal problem is the people that we want to annoy are never around when we need to annoy them.
When our annoyance when we are wearing our annoyance outfits.
Yes. There's a They Might Be Giants song. Somebody keeps moving my chair, and there's some great lines in it, like let me think. Would it bother you if we were to write things in the back in green magic marker that we'll forget about later on the back of your head? Or would you mind if we try on this shirt so that we can see if it looks just as bad as we think? We have to be sure about this.
Now that's in a song, you're saying? And
yeah, that's in a song. They do some wonderful things with lyrics. It's
and
called Somebody Keeps Moving My Chair.
and does
And the main refrain is let me think, and Mr. Horrible says, I don't mind. The thing that bothers me is someone keeps moving my chair. It's a good one.
well, even though I know that they are a good band, the lyrics as you were just reading them reminded me of the Niagara Falls song.
I mean, that probably explains why I like the Niagara Falls song, because honestly, they're not all that dissimilar in how absurd they can get.
No.
I mean, one of their songs is Put Your Hand Inside the Puppet Head. Or What Did I Do to You, which is probably one of my favorites.
Okay, let's go. So have you started your turtle yet?
Yeah, he's just hardly visible. The turtle is the invisible force which unites us all. You can see his head up here.
Oh, I see.
And then
Oh,
here is the saucer.
I see the saucer Earth and the 4 columns and the 4 elephants. I see. So you're on your hot air balloon above the turtle's tail.
Yes, presumably. So the turtle's shell would be right around here. The elephants are here on these very poorly placed. I love how terribly these pillars are placed.
Yeah, it
because
seems
the whole thing's just going to fall down.
It seems
here
like
in
there
just
would
a
be
minute.
lots of earthquakes in your world.
Yes, it's an earth-shaking sort of situation.
Yes. So would you like to describe to our visitors your new job?
Oh, I'm teaching prisoners how to appreciate art. I feel like that's a pretty good summary.
Yeah, but it's
So
not.
essentially, what?
Sorry, it's also it's sort of, it's not just art appreciation. It's art. It's critical thinking. You know, why is this picture
Like this?
Why is this naked lady? Why is this naked lady picture good and this naked lady picture shitty?
Yeah, it's sort of like. Uh, I mean, I thought at first it was going to be an art history course.
Yeah.
And then when they saw the textbook that was assigned on the syllabus, that the sample syllabus they gave me, I finally got a hold of it. I took a look at it and I said, this is not art history. This is a formalist approach to appreciating art. So, the whole book basically goes through like, what is line and how is it used, and form and color and things like that. It's basically step by step to look at a work of art and try to admire it from a formalist perspective.
I understand what you just said.
Okay, so
Do
imagine
you
this.
think that someone in the penitentiary for rape and pillaging and murder will listen to your thing or not?
Well, these aren't going to be the guys who are in there for pillaging and murder,
They're
who
not,
seem to be Vikings from what you're describing to me, but
that seem to be
they're
what?
I think they're putting Vikings in the penitentiary based on your description.
Okay, yes. I think the Vikings, yeah, they would be.
Yes,
They would
but
be.
the pillagers and the murderers aren't going to be the people that I'm going to be teaching, I
Okay.
assume.
Are you going to be
because I'm going to be teaching the good boys. Because you have to be, yeah, you have to be like in a certain level of behavior. You can't be like, you can't have committed a certain degree of offense to take these classes.
I see.
You also have to keep up good behavior.
I see. Okay, so that makes
just for the audience. Whenever Pierre heard, whenever I told Pierre I'm going to be teaching prisoners, he said his first thing he said was, "They're going to eat you alive."
Well, I think I started with. It took me a long time to come up with how I wanted to word it.
To come up with how you wanted to describe them killing me. Yes.
Well, it wasn't. I started out with, "You're going to be the cutest mascot." That was how I started, because
yes.
I was trying to make it as unfrightening as possible, but I was so hiding under the bed. Can you? I mean, what would people in the room say about our dear Russell?
Our our local 98-pound weakling. Who?
But you're not. You might be 98 pounds, Russell, on a regular day. I know that you gained some weight and you were 101, but you are hardly weak. You have a strength that I don't know exactly what I want to even say here, but you're not. I wouldn't call you a 98-pound weakling. You are 98 pounds. Yes, I will grant you that. This looks like these turtles are having too much fun. This pair.
I like those turtles, though. Your turtles have consistently impressed me.
These turtles are gonna have some issues. Mascot wasn't the imagery. Well, it wasn't exactly the imagery either that I was thinking of, but it was sort of kind of what I was thinking, because in a way they're going to want to give you a big hug and cuddle, but they're going to be big brutes, even the good ones, I think. I mean, you are,
maybe so.
You are immensely lovable, Russell.
Well, I think maybe to a very certain category of people.
No, I think every person would look at you and say you are adorable. There's something just so adorable about you, and you bring out, even in some person who's as cold and as I am, you bring out a motherliness in me.
Well, I have, I suppose, that lost puppy feel to me.
There is a lost puppy feel, and I know that I can't imagine you'd ever get lost anywhere. I think you have you know completely where you are, but you just have this.
Oh no, not at all. It's not that I'm not lost. It's that I'm always lost. I'm just used to it.
I see. Okay. Well, there's a confidence in your lostness then. You're a professional in your.
I have given up on finding direction. That's how I put it.
Okay. Well, you do bring out we think, just like that homeless person said to you the other day, have you had something to eat? Because it looks like.
Oh yeah, but it's like the guy in the he had a ratty leather jacket on. He was wearing a bandana. He had his two front teeth missing, and he comes up to me and says, "Hey, buddy, are you homeless? Because I see you hanging around here a lot, and uh, and have you had something to eat today?" I had to let him know I wasn't homeless.
And that you.
I can't I can't really blame people for suspecting though, because I'm always outside doing drawings and I wear the same habits every day, and
Yeah.
uh you know
You also, and you do, even though one would, I remember when you were here with Mark Tomlinson, and you made Mark some breakfast, and he looked at it and he said, I can't possibly eat that much. You eat a lot, Mr. F.
it
And,
comes with being a vegetarian
but
or a
your metabolism also must be really, it must need, it's like a bird. You eat 3 times your body weight in body mass and in mass every day. I mean, it doesn't look like you eat based on seeing you fully clothed, let alone naked. It would, you're very thin, and but you do pack it away, don't you?
I can. It's a very strange. I suppose I would be sort of like well, actually, I can't remember what the name of the fellow was. I mean, you could say if I wanted to make it easy on myself, I could just say Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
But there
No.
was a Frenchman,
Uh-huh.
uh, and he was known for being able to eat incredible quantities of food and also inadvisable things.
Like a sewing machine,
Like
or what?
I I mean, he was known to have eaten like wood, bits of iron. He
Huh.
would there were cases of like people's pets going missing. He was in the military, and what would happen, they described it as he would eat and his stomach would swell up like a balloon, and then after and he would be very happy for an hour or two, and then his stomach would slowly just descend and he would be ravenous again.
I see. Now, did he? What happens at the other end of the food chain? What happens?
I don't know.
I mean, did he
They
just?
never described that.
They never describe that. It's like when I go to the grocery store or Target, or I guess Target is my grocery store. I don't, as you know, I don't go to an actual store. I go to Target because it's easy and it has what I want. But
It's the
when I
spot.
see when I see someone in line, in the checkout line in front of me, and they just happen to have toilet paper, they have this like 48 roll toilet paper package, and they have, in addition to that, they have maybe 3 cans of soup and a frozen pizza. And I think, what is
It's
wrong
like
with your
you're overcompensating.
what is wrong with your digestive system? How can you possibly need that much toilet paper for that amount of food? And people say, well, it's because I don't like buying it all the time. Well, I can understand why you don't like buying it all the time, but you don't have the reason.
Because then strange people in the store start asking you,
Asking you,
how
like,
much do you shit, sir?
yeah, how much do you shit every day, sir? Why is this possible? And
Why are you buying this much?
yes, why do you have a hotel? do you, anyway. There we go. How many more do I have to do?
All of them. No. You can stop whenever you want because
how many have you done so far, mister? You're just
I've
doing
done one turtle. I'm just focusing on doing the first really good turtle, and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be good, and I'm going to believe that there's other turtles.
You're just gonna take this for granted. Okay.
Set in stone.
Set in stone. Well, I had this turtle has his tail between his back legs, his further back legs, and very flat feet. Now, do tortoises figure in on our drawings at all? Or are they, in fact, turtles, not tortoises? This one is, I am going to put fishnet stockings on this one just because. So here's the little garter. Uh-oh, what happened, Russell? Oh, Russell. If they were to do that, bidets, there'd be, the Scott tissue, what are they called? Lobbyists would be all against that. How dare you? Oh, here's Russell. He's back.
Hello.
Hi. What happened?
So for some reason the web browser, it said that the web browser on my telephone was causing my telephone to overheat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Things were getting too spicy.
We were getting too spicy. Yes.
That turtle has wonderful fishnet stockings.
Yes, I know. He's she or he.
She or well, you know.
Well, should I put lipstick on? No. How do I do that?
Doesn't answer any questions. We need to see their chromosomes in order to determine their real gender.
Well, we are in our tortoise pile. We are gender ambivalent. No, is that the word? Gender. Starts with an A, I think. Not assigned.
Gender affirming. Identity. That's it.
Gender affirming. We are not gender affirming. We. Okay, there we go. So I've got, how many turtles do I have?
I haven't been counting.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 turtles. So Briar, I didn't mean to forget about your duofold purchase. Congratulations on getting that. This one's kind of shy. This turtle. Oh, shucks.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, shucks.
Well.
He's rubbing
Gosh.
it. Gosh. Oh, gosh.
That's an incredible point. This electric pencil sharpener was worth all $5.
Oh, good. This one is gonna
try my telephone again or not. I'll give it another shot and see if I can get on here.
Okay. Turtles all the way down. This one is painted like a World War I battleship. The Razzle Dazzle painting that they did. Shucks.
There we go.
Thank you. Good. I like your earth looks like the working end of a toilet bowl plunger.
Kind of does, yeah. Now that you
Not that I
mention
pointed
it.
that out. Not that I ruined it for you.
No, I mean, you totally didn't make my drawing seem totally stupid. Now that I look at it, I don't have the urge to destroy it.
No, I didn't make it shitty, did I? I didn't.
No, you didn't plunge it into the depths of
the bowels of the earth.
Yes.
I shouldn't have done anything on his face. His face, he's blushing now, this guy. Oh, shucks.
I guess I can start on another turtle.
You can start at your second turtle.
My second turtle.
And how many turtles have I done?
Like, probably closer to all of them than I have done.
Well, I certainly am closer to all of them, yes.
Okay, so then let's say we've got this turtle's legs here. The other one was a sea turtle, but I'm gonna ignore that because. And then there's his torso. He's got his neck here, and then we'll add our next turtle here. And
Shucks. So this one is going to be looking up and sort of saying, "You're kind of cute." And he has this sort of leering. He has ideas, this one. His head twisting very up. These turtles aren't going to be all the way down, huh?
All the way down.
All the way down. Not just part of the way.
Not just part of the way. We've got to go all the way.
all the way down. Well, how am I going to make this one different? He's going to have tennis shoes on. These look like ballet slippers. This one is in the ballet.
This turtle here on top, he has extremely long legs.
Now, is there a kind of turtle that actually does have long legs?
I really want there to be, but I am afraid there probably isn't.
Would the creationists say that giraffes and turtles were the same kind and they just turned into two completely different kinds of things due to some sort of non-evolutionary magic?
Well, I guess it'd be like, God saw a giraffe and just decided, well, maybe it would be better if I stuffed it into this empty container I have here. I have this old Rubbermaid I haven't been using for anything.
No.
What if I just stuck this giraffe inside of here and put some scales on it?
Well, that's a thought.
He's trying to be very polite about that.
I'm trying to be very polite about your theological musings here, but
theological musings. These are scientific theories, or facts, rather. Theory is evolution is a theory. Genesis is a fact.
Are we, Briar? Are you still talking about our dear Russell? This turtle is sad because it got left out of the little romance that's happening on his back here. Little sad tale. He's little tear. No.
No.
No one loves me.
When will I ever get laid?
When am I gonna get laid?
Never, because you have to stand up. You have to stand up, turtle, so that all of us can remain alive on the earth. See, I'm trying to draw simpler turtles like yours, Pierre, because yours are absolutely charming.
You have perceived, I think Briar is talking about you and how you have a perceived innocence. Russell.
Yeah, I saw, and he says a childlike curiosity for the world, or a wonder for the world, I think it was. I would describe it as a morbid curiosity.
Yeah, I think there's a dark side to Russell Facemeyer that he's hiding from us most of the time, but
oh yeah, definitely. Some days I don't like to drink a glass of warm milk before I go to bed at 8. Some days I like to have a small bowl of vanilla ice cream.
I see.
I have been known to add some, to get a little bit over the top and add some hot fudge.
And sometimes when you're really pissed at the world, you put an ice cube in your milk. Just
oh dear, yes. Just to cool it down a little bit, because some days I don't really want it that warm.
You don't want it warm at all.
Maybe I don't want to go to bed that much.
My childhood neighbors the Chambers, Mrs. Chambers would always, when it was tea time at the Chambers household, she would always come out on her back steps with her bourbon on the rocks, and she would bring me milk on the rocks. So I loved the idea of having milk on the rocks with her.
Well, I just like the idea that tea time for her means bourbon.
That's usually what it, for people in our neighborhood, tea time meant booze. Yes. My mother, it was Bloody Marys made with gin, which sounds awful. But
this is the generation that that Pierre grew up in.
Yes. What was that noise? Are you getting another text?
That was just my dad sending me text messages.
And does your father know about your new job?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
He's not. He was less worried than you were.
Well, you know, he was worried about you coming to Boston.
He just said, well, he said, well, you better not tell them who your dad is, because then they might not like you so much. And then he started laughing.
Yeah. As he posts on the prison website that you're his son.
I'm so proud of my son, who is going to be teaching the people I had convicted.
Yes, you had sentenced. He didn't. Did he convict, or he didn't convict? He sentenced. He
sentences people. Yeah, I suppose.
The jury convicted. The jury of his peers convicted the criminals, but he just applied the legal sentence.
Which was, you going to jail, son.
You're going to jail.
Son, you done fucked up.
You done. Jen doesn't like you.
Excuse me, I used a word I shouldn't be using. Son, you got way too silly there, murdering that woman. So we're going to have to put you in the hooskow.
Hooskow.
That's a word you don't often hear anymore.
Hooskow, yeah. This one is barely able to fit on the turtle underneath it. I'm moving a little faster here because my battery is running out. So I may, at the sooner than later, I may have to say goodbye. So Briar, did you explain to me your duofold purchase yet or not? This guy's carapace is quite scaly. This one has stripes. And the stripes are so slimming. He looks svelte.
You can tell he's a turtle who works out.
I'm going to have to go work on the gallery again, but first have some lunch. What time is it, actually?
It's about noontide.
At noontide.
I like to think that somebody will, like, after I'm long gone, not knowing who I am, find these things, and then they'll just find page after page of turtles drawn inside of this book, and they'll be like, what the hell were these people thinking?
Where did Mitch go? I don't even know. Was Mitch even in the room? Okay, I'm switching pens. We're drawing with this one now. This is a very angular. This one has little tiny feet.
So the other day, I was really, really angry because I have these little books here that I keep, those small little ones. And in this particular one, I had done some drawings that I liked looking at. And of course, naturally, I went out for a walk and I had lost it. And so I was explaining the situation to Leonardo when we were having a talk one day. And
Yeah.
I tell him, you know, I keep on hoping that somebody's going to recognize me from the drawing, from the self-portraits I did in it, and then just give it back to me one day. And he said he actually recommended me to do the prayer of San Antonio, because I didn't do it, and I didn't end up doing it, but I did. Somebody did. My neighbor this morning, or rather last evening, knocks on my door at 9 in the evening, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And suddenly, and I hear them yell, "We found your book!" And made my evening.
Oh, good. And they recognize.
And now I'm going to do a portrait of his dog.
Because they recognized your selfie in it?
Possibly. It may also just be because I wrote my name in it. Okay. I like to think, though, that it's because I did a self-portrait in there.
I see.
But I told Leonardo, if I do this prayer and it comes back to me, then I will become a Catholic.
Well, thank God you.
I didn't do the prayer. Yeah, I told him it's still up in the air whether I'm going to become a Catholic or not. I don't have the proper proof. If I had done the prayer, I probably would have gone to the Catholic Church.
I think if ever you lose something again and pray to Saint Anthony and find it, you'll have me do an intervention first, because I don't think that's another place that I don't think
you can be the devil's advocate.
I don't think that I don't think the Catholic Church will be another place that you will find yourself safe.
Why? Do you think that for some reason they wouldn't like all of my shenanigans with ghosts and strange puppets and Hindu mythology?
I don't think they'd care one bit about that. It's just that you're so goddamn cute. They would.
So he's making a rape joke, everybody.
I'm making a rape joke. Are they funny still? Rape jokes, or are they? Have they?
I mean, it depends on your sense of humor, I think. I'm fine if you want to describe a horrifying act being done to me.
No.
You're just granting me the license to shame you for it. That's all I ask.
Okay. Well, this one has this kind of. This is a more accurate carapace. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's the fancy term for the shell.
This part of it looks like the state of Minnesota. How did that happen?
I feel like that should be the state's motto. Minnesota, how did this happen?
Yes. Okay, smaller one. All the way down?
All the way down. Until we get so tired of making turtles that we decide not to question the logic anymore.
I wasn't questioning the logic. I just think that all the way down is just a little too far.
Well, that's why you don't go all the way down and keep searching through the turtles. You just accept that at some point the turtles will just keep on going and you rely on the turtles. You just
all the way down. They'll just keep going
all the way down. You just have to trust. Have faith that there are enough turtles to sustain us all.
This is a Nazi turtle. This one's goose stepping.
Oh.
Awkwardly goose stepping.
I guess both of our places will have earthquakes.
I did these challenge drawings and on my iPad for a while, and they were really, really fun to do. And I came to the point where I was coming up with captions for them. And one of them was, all the animals in the Nazi zoo goose stepped, even the geese. And it showed, an elephant goose stepping and a giraffe goose stepping and a goose stepping. So, okay. I'll have to find that one. Between Pierre and I, we should be able to get you into just as much vintage pen trouble as you'd like. Yes, we will do that. Okay. This one has an underbite, this turtle. He looks like a Volkswagen. One of my neighbors in my building has turtles as pets. As a pet. I don't know how many turtles she has, but she used to have more than one. I don't know if she has more than one now.
Well, I expect she would have to have more than one. Because what would the first turtle live on if there weren't another turtle there but beneath it, right?
I suppose that's true. Okay, mister. I'm running out of space. Time.
Yeah, I'm about ready to go out to the store anyway, and then I have to do other things and clean up the house and
you can't go, you can't go yet.
Okay.
Not quite yet. Let me work on my drawing a little tiny bit more.
Okay. I'll draw one last turtle myself.
This is sort of, why does this turtle look like an armadillo?
They're the same thing. They just change different, like the dog.
I see. They're the same kind.
Okay. They're the same kind. I'm drawing a happy turtle to finish off.
A happy turtle?
Yes.
Is that possible?
He's happy because he knows that the secrets to evolution are that evolution doesn't happen.
I see. I'm almost done, and I've solved the problem. Okay, are we ready to do this? Let's do it. Okay, ready? Mr. P, Mr. Russell, Mr. R, here's the world.
Okay.
Under the world is 4 pillars.
Yep. Here's what I've got here.
Under the pillars are the 4 elephants.
The elephants, and
then under the elephants is a turtle, and under the turtle is a turtle, and under that turtle is a turtle. Under that is another turtle, another turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle, another turtle, all the way down. Another turtle with stockings, another turtle, and a sad turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle, all the way down, and another turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle.
I'm so happy that I got to draw this many turtles.
And here's the turtle, and what's it on? It's on the earth, and it's supported by 4 columns.
Damn it, Pierre! We already talked about this.
Oh, this is so it's the turtles went all the way down until one was on the actual.
Until they reached the next earth and the next columns, and then we got to go down again.
No,
I have finished off with a very happy turtle.
He's very happy. Look at how he's bashful too. He's, oh gosh, I'm a turtle.
But you know what? You have made this turtle very sad.
Oh no. Why? Oh.
Because you ruined our system.
Oh, he's sad. A sad turtle. Oh.
Unless he's a mad turtle.
Uh-oh. Now he's a mad turtle. It's Mitch McConnell's nephew.
Yes. Okay. I think that's actually the name of Mitch McConnell's nephew's band, the Mad Turtles.
Oh, God. Okay. I have to eat. Russell, this was a pleasure as always. And we will see you later. Oh, where's my camera? Back camera, front camera. Look at me. I'm wearing a cat on my... This means when I'm wearing this t-shirt, it means that I have laundry to do.
Is it okay? I thought it was your other. I thought it was the one that says my other thing is.
Oh, this is even worse. I mean, that other one is funny. This is just dumb, and it was a gift. So I would normally not wear such a thing. Big, it says. It's not even funny. Anyway, be good.
I didn't get it. All right. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.